Action.
Should I smile?
Yes.
All right. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday to everybody. Guess what's special about this Thursday? You're never going to guess.
That it's less than a week from Christmas?
That's one of the things. So there's multiple things that are special. The Broncos play tonight.
Oh, okay.
So, welcome to another edition of Facebook Live. This is Thursday's edition. Today, Cindy and Paula, I think, have a fun project for you. What are you guys making?
We're doing origami with fabric.
I've been gone all day. I literally just walked in for live. So I have no idea what's going on in the store or nothing. So welcome, everybody. And like I said, we do have a fun project. I wanted to take a few minutes and do a couple of announcements. First of all, we have our Christmas party going on in our Littleton store this Saturday. So again, we supply the ham and the turkey. It's a little potluck, but we hope to see you all down there this Saturday. I am going to send an email out here in about 10 minutes. That's one of the things I'm going to work on while you guys are doing live. So to remind everybody, but again, this Saturday in Littleton, can't wait to see you all. It should be lots of fun. We got everything on sale, of course, if you guys want to shop during that to get the last minute Christmas gifts. But we, again, would love to see everybody down there to say hi. So,
yep.
Also, we are in full swing. That's all I've been working on for the last 3 days, delivering our radiances. So we've got the Baby Lock Radiance. It is all updated and ready to go. Those of you who had deposits down should have heard, at least the first 33 who had deposits down, should have heard from us already to come pick your machines up. So hopefully you got those calls. We're working down the list as people come in and pick them up. So again, might be in touch with you here. So and we do have some more on the way as soon as they're available. So again, look for those. We're very excited about that machine. I've taken 5 or 6 of them out of the boxes, and it's awesome. The things it'll do. Did you hear it, by the way?
When he talks?
No, did you hear it? Oh yeah, that's kind of cool too. Yeah, because the Radiance does talk to you. It's got a voice activation system. Did you hear it's so though?
Oh, I have not sewn on it, no.
No, yeah, you can't hear it because it's so quiet. So it is literally the quietest machine I've ever been around. It was fascinating how well it sewed and how quiet it was. So again, we're very excited about that. Another great thing about that, by the way, is we've got trade-ins coming in left and right. So
lots and lots.
And trades. So if you are looking to update or upgrade your sewing room at all, it is a great time to do that. We actually have 2 Solaris Visions that have been owned less than a year. Again, very, very low stitch count. It's like a brand new machine. It's really, really awesome. We're selling those 2 Solaris Visions. Again, got everything with them for $89.99. So again, it's an incredible price on that machine. Again, we've got the 2 Visions. We've also got a couple of regular Solarises that are upgraded to the Vision. They've been owned a little bit longer. We're selling those at $84.99. We've got some Destinies. We got an Altair. So again, just a lot of machines to choose from right now. The Destiny we have on sale at $49.99. She has every single thing of, we had sent a little checklist out.
They are all checked.
They are all checked. It's even new in its original box. So we can ship these machines. So you out of town listeners, if you want to upgrade your sewing room, we would love to take care of you. We'll get that shipped out to you. Again, we've got a Destiny and Altair. We've got 2 Solarises, 2 Solaris Visions. Just goes on and on and on. So if you have any interest in any of them, please give us a call at the store and we'll get you taken care of. Financing on those too, by the way. We will do extended term financing on them. So we got 24-month financing that we can do on the pre-owned machines. So 24 months, no interest, no payments, all of that good stuff. So
all right.
Anything else I need to talk about?
We close early on
thank
Christmas
you.
Eve.
That's right. So, oh my God, we're less than a week away.
Uh-huh.
I gotta do my shopping. When am I gonna
You
do
haven't
that?
done your
I
shopping?
have not done my shopping.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know. Is it Christmas Eve yet?
Just about.
Yeah, exactly. So Tuesday we will be closing at 3:00. So and again we will be closed on Christmas Day. So we will be closing a little bit early on Christmas Eve, and then closed on Christmas Day.
And the Thornton store is still planning to be prepared for a demo if people want to come in.
On Tuesday. Yes,
On Tuesday.
exactly.
And Littleton, I believe, is still in full swing for doing their demo on Thursday, the day after. So,
Yes, perfect. That'll work out great. So we still have, again, for those of you who are doing Christmas shopping, or if you don't think your husband's got you anything yet, we've got a lot of stuff down here, again, when it comes to...
we still have
the sewing
12
machine.
days?
What's that?
2?
We still have 12 days left, yep, and they're all wrapped.
Yes.
So that's a bonus.
That's the hard
Just
part.
send them in. Yeah, exactly. That's for sure. So, again, make sure you give us a call. Any interest in those used machines, they're going to go fast, so make sure that you let us know. And with that, I think I'm going to turn it over. You guys have a joke and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yep, good. And a winner?
Yep. You want to do the winner?
Yeah. Look at how cute this project is. It's a little bag with the cute little straps. And this is going to Karen McPherson. Karen, congratulations. Karen McPherson is the big winner today, and I'll have this in the bin to go down to Littleton.
All
And
right.
Hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
Yay, Karen.
All right.
She's
Everybody
probably
have fun.
busy with her new machine.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. That's right.
All righty. So I have a joke.
Okay, I'm going to turn it around.
Okay. So our joke. Sarah and her 13-year-old sister have been fighting a lot this year. This happens when you combine a headstrong 2-year-old who is sure she is always right with a young adolescent. Sarah's parents, trying to take advantage of her newfound interest in Santa Claus, reminded the 2-year-old that Santa was watching and doesn't like it when children fight. This had little impact. I'll just have to tell Sarah about Santa about your misbehavior, the mother said as she picked up the phone and dialed. Sarah's eyes grew big as her mother asked Mrs. Claus, really Sarah's aunt, Santa's real line was busy, if she could put Santa on the line. Sarah's mouth dropped open as Mom described to Santa, Sarah's uncle, how the 2-year-old was acting. But when Mom said that Santa wanted to talk to her, she reluctantly took the phone. Santa, in a deepened voice, explained to her how there would be no presents Christmas morning to children who fought with their sisters. He would be watching, and he expected things to be better from now on. Sarah, now even more wide-eyed, solemnly nodded to each of Santa's remarks and silently hung the phone up when he was done. After a long moment, Mom, holding in her chuckles at being so clever, asked, "So what did Santa say to you?" In almost a whisper, Sarah sadly but matter-of-factly stated, "Santa said he won't be bringing toys to my sister this year."
Oh, that's pretty funny. You go, girl.
All right, so we are going to do a super cute little origami
Poinsettia.
flower pillow, and I might have to refer back to the video because it's a lot of folding at first. So we're going to be folding and pressing for a hot minute. Okay, I do have a quick, cute little fabric kit. It has the fabrics that you need plus the button.
No pillow. No pillow.
No insert.
Right.
Yeah.
Just the
just the
the
fabrics.
button and the fabric.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a 10.5-inch square.
Okay.
And we're going to fold it right sides together and create our center crease.
My son used to do origami.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a crazy little person.
I watched this video recently of a doctor who uses the robotic system and makes a paper crane.
Oh. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's an expensive paper crane.
Okay,
the
so
$1 million
once we
crane.
once we have it folded and creased in one way, we're going to open it up and fold it the other way, still right sides together. And we're going to crease this direction, but I'm going to try to not erase that center point there. So I'm going to go right up to it and do this side. Okay, and once we have these, we're going to open this up, and this is where I can't remember if it's right side up or right side down. But we're going to fold them. Nope, dang it, I was right. Okay. To where the right side of the fabric shows, and we're going to fold each corner into the center.
Okay.
Okay, and get a nice crease. I think it's funny that we say that, a nice crease, as opposed to like a bad crease.
Right. This makes me think of, remember, I don't know when you were a kid, but when I was a kid, you'd make those little paper squares and then you'd fold them like this, and then you'd fold them again and you'd write like letters and numbers and little cootie catchers. Is that what you called them?
Where you go?
Yeah. We didn't call them cootie catchers, but then like, you love so-and-so, and then I go flip,
exactly.
open it up 8 times, and
however
then
many letters his name was, and that's how many you did that. Then you got to pick your favorite number.
Yeah.
Then you pick your favorite color.
Yeah.
And then you decide whether or not your match is going to work or not.
Right. We spent hours working on those things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Forgot all about those.
Okay. We really just want to make sure these creases are all good. Okay.
Fortune tellers, somebody said.
Fortune tellers, yeah.
That's better than cootie catchers.
Okay. So then I'm going to just use a pin, and I'm really just wanting to mark my center so that I can see it on the other side.
Okay.
Melody,
there's just a video. There's no pattern.
Yes, and I did. So there is a video that I watched that I have linked to the calendar for today, because there's no way I'm going to be able to write out instructions on how to do this.
Okay.
Okay. So once we have it flipped over and I have my pin here that marks my center, I guess that's in case you've ironed and pressed out your lines here, but I'm going to fold up one side to that center mark. Crease it very well. That's hot. Meet with the other side in the middle. Oh, the kits for today are also $4.99.
$4.99. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay. Sherry said they also call them cootie catchers. So there you go.
Okay. Then we're going to open this up, and we're going to
do it the other way.
The other way.
Totally like those paper thingamajobbers.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if my grandkids are going to do those when they get older. I have to teach them.
Fold this part into the center also.
Okay. You started out with a 10.5-inch square?
Yes.
Okay. Could you do it with any size?
Yeah, I just, the fabrics that you add afterwards would be a different size.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, any square size, I would assume.
Okay.
So. Okay, so here's the fun part. So now we've got folds and folds. Okay?
Okay.
So we are going to line up this crease and this crease, which I'm sure you all can't see, but I promise it's there.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to create a little pleat here in the corner, and then that pleat is going to fold down on itself. And so this fold will come in, this fold will go up, and now we're essentially making a pinwheel.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, and then I did kind of crease that. I'm going to rotate it. Same thing. This corner is going to go in to where this fold comes up, this fold comes in, and we're just going to do that for every corner. once I kind of get a couple done, you can see how it goes.
Okay. And then you lay it flat. You're kind of going around the
And
circle.
then I'm just going to keep going to every corner and do the same thing. Okay. And now at this point, so now it looks like a pinwheel, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So now I'm just gonna make sure my little fold pieces all line up. I'm going to press this to kind of help keep things in place.
So steam would be good because
Yeah.
this is a lot of layers
Do you
now.
have water in here? I don't even know.
There's a cup over there with water when I was using it earlier.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Okay. So,
God bless steam.
yes. Okay. So now at this point, I have my pin in here in the back, and I'm going to take this out because we don't need him now. Refold that. Okay. So now we have this cute little thing, and I want to make like this center part as tight as possible.
Okay.
Okay. So now I can take this little star piece and open it up. Actually, I'm going to do this one so you can see inside. Okay. And I want to fold it to where the folds are right butted up against each other.
Okay.
Okay. And you can pin this part if you want to hold this part in place. Okay. And then this part is just going to fold back on itself.
Oh, it's not going to lay flat. It kind of folds back.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's very three-dimensional. Okay. So then you're just going to do that for each of these. And if you want to pin them all, you can. I am not.
Okay. So you kind of open it up and then
Okay. And then these kind of hug each other and then fold this back.
Okay. And then that kind of holds it.
Yeah, a little bit. Actually, if I were to pin anything, I would actually pin these two together to hold this in place, as opposed to the two inside the petal.
Do
But
you want to do that? Do you want to pin those? No?
I didn't really end up needing to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so then we have this. And we're going to do a lot more still, so if it doesn't turn out perfectly, it's okay.
Okay.
At this point.
I need to bookmark this video from today's live so that I can remember it for next Christmas, because I've already sent off my mother-in-law's Christmas present. She would love this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have our 4 petals.
Okay.
Okay? Shocker, I'm going to hand sew.
Wow. That's impressive.
So,
That never happens around here. How did you find a needle? That's always the scramble,
The
is
challenge.
finding a hand needle to do any hand sewing.
did grab a button. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to create my knot because I cut this off of when I was...
This would be kind of fun to do with older kids,
Yeah.
because you could kind of help hold it and pin it and that kind of stuff like that, you know, and help them make a little pillow. That'd be a fun little project.
Okay. So what I want is I want to secure all of these 4 little points together. Okay, and then we're going to cover it with our button.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to sew in the points that are underneath. I need those to be loose. So what I did was to put my knot inside, as I started from the inside.
And you just need like a stitch to hold each point down, basically.
And then came to the one across from that.
And you went from front to back, because it's going to be behind the button.
Yep. And then...
Karen said you could use a hot glue gun. You could. But
Sure.
but then stitching on a button might be, You just have to be a little bit careful.
Okay. And then rotated it and did it with the other two that are side by side.
Okay. And just for the record, you're the only person that I say button around. Everything else is just buttons. But for some reason with you, Cindy, you say button.
I like to enunciate, I guess.
Know. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to hold it against you.
So once those are kind of put together, I have my button.
So use black thread so that you
I
can
did use black thread because I have a black button. And now I'm just going to stitch this in a few times. And nobody judge this because I am not a hand sewer. So I don't even know if I sew the button on correct.
You know, you could, if you wanted, after you got it sewed, you could take like gold embroidery thread, like 3 strands of it or something, and do like little French knots. Because don't poinsettias have little yellow centers?
I don't know. I don't even know what a French knot is.
It's like a big knot. You you do like 3 rounds before you take the thread back and put it back to the back of the project.
Oh.
It's like a big knot, and you could do it.
Okay. So once you feel like that's secured in there, then you're just going to tie off.
Again, not worrying about those back flaps.
Nope. Those need to be loose because that's what's going to create our block to sew it on.
Okay.
Okay. And then lose your scissors. Okay. And then once you open the flaps on the back, that is your center block.
Oh.
So before I sewed the button on, I could have stuck my iron to kind of make these creases stay down really well. Okay, so now we have a 3.5 by 5 inch piece that we are going to sew side side.
Okay, wait a minute. I just want to see what's behind.
Okay, so you have a little fold here.
Okay.
So what I did was I actually unfolded this.
And then you kind of
And
laid
then this
it
is
out
my
of the
seam.
way.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I did try it to see how it would look about stitching in this point to make the petals stay this way, but it looked really weird.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, I liked that the petal comes out and over the center block.
Oh yeah, let's look at this
Because
again.
if you pieced this in here, then it would look like
Right. It would look a little weird.
that.
Like a half-opened
Yeah.
flower. So this made it so that it could lay out. I see. So you took it, kind of tucked it in, and made it part of the seam. So creative.
So we're going to roll this all up now so Paula can film better.
This is a really cool little project. Oh, careful.
I didn't expect the silicone to be so high.
No burning fingers allowed today. No blood, no burning fingers.
Okay. Okay. So we'll line up our fabrics again and kind of show you what I did. So I'm going to sew on this side here. So I'm going to fold this back out and kind of just leave it here. Okay. And I want to kind of make it as closed and as tight as possible. And you can even pin this part in place. Another shocker for me because I don't pin anything.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this 5-inch strip, we're just going to sew right there.
Okay, cool. 1/4 inch seam.
1/4 inch seam.
Laura wants to know if you could use fray check or something on the petal edges since they are raw. You sure could.
Yeah. It is nice that they're on the bottom though, but I guess if the pillow ends up getting a lot of use, I could see it loosening up. Yeah. Gotta remember my pin's in there.
I love the striped black.
I do too.
I think that just adds such a really cool
So you can show them the
texture.
white that I did.
This is the practice piece. Just kind of a piece of orange fabric with just white. And it's pretty cute, but I think the red and the black are pretty striking.
Yeah.
But you could do a spring flower. You could do
You
pink.
could have made this with the white. You could do a blue one. That would be really pretty.
Really pretty, or purple, or pink. You know,
That
you
is
could do.
not a straight line. We're gonna fix that.
Donna, you probably could use basting glue to kind of hold everything together.
That was much better.
Okay.
Okay, so now that that's sides, I'm gonna unfold this because that is basically one side, and we're gonna stitch onto the other side.
The opposite side.
And if things were truly steamed and pressed well, these would line up so much better. But all my folds are kind of loose.
Yeah, I think if you, like, you know, the smaller irons, the little teeny clover irons, you know, you could use those. Or just use some really good steam. I think we just didn't have a lot of steam in our iron.
Okay, so I just have that pinned down. And going to attach. This will be probably done here pretty quick today.
It's 2:30. I mean, it's okay. I think we're all kind of, you know, got a lot going on this week, so I don't think anybody's gonna
Okay.
be too picky. Ernie said maybe a little starch might help. That might help a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these people with all these good ideas.
Okay, so now we have our sides. So these pieces were 5 by 3.5. So we can refold these out the way that they're supposed to because they're done.
And you press towards the black, I would assume.
Yes, I
Maybe?
really just
No?
kind of tried to press. Yeah, they kind of naturally fall that way.
Yeah.
But I was trying not to crease or whatever. But
Right.
It's gonna happen. Okay, and then we have 3.5 by 11 pieces for our top and bottom.
These are how much? 3.5 by
5.
5. Okay. Cut.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'm gonna fold this one back down. And pin this one in place. Okay, and then again, 3.5 by 11.
Okay.
Right
Just
sides
don't run over your pen.
Yes.
Gisela Cindy is making this really cute kind of poinsettia origami pillow. There's no written directions. There's just going to be the video. And there is a kit for $4.99 for the fabric and the button. And it finishes at 10 inches?
The block, So this block is 11 and
11.5 inches. Okay. Super cute, huh?
or 11.
Ish.
It's 11.
Okay. It is a cute project. Everybody thinks this is super cute. What a fun last minute little
I just think it's
gift.
different, you know?
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of sewing, but a little not sewing.
Right. It's pretty darn quick, actually.
Yes.
You start out with a 10.5 inch square of the red fabric.
Yep.
And then you fold and you press and you fold and you press and you fold and you press and you get ready to get ready to get ready to get ready, and then you sew and put on a button. Not a button, a button. See, if it were me doing this, it would just be a button. But Cindy makes it special because she uses buttons.
Well, there are 2 T's.
This is true. This is true.
One of my kids asked me that. Do you say that because there's 2 T's? I was like, oh, I guess. I don't know. So I did, for this one, have my side strips cut the opposite way so that my stripes were different, as opposed to them all going the same way on this one. So
Which we like
which
best.
one I like more, because I think I'm going to like the way I'm doing it now.
Is there enough in the kit to do it?
Yes.
Okay. So whatever is your flavor, you can do.
I don't know.
I kind of like it all going the same way. But I don't know. I like it this way too. But now you can pick.
But yeah, there's plenty of fabric. You should have a little bit extra.
It's like a fat quarter or something? Or?
It's a third of a yard.
Okay. Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah.
Because it's for the back.
Yes, I
too.
did cut cut my back. So.
And it's envelope backing, so there's no binding. It's just purely
Yep. Okay.
an envelope back.
So there's your little block. So you could make multiples of these and put them in something.
And a cute little
Super cute too.
quilt. You could.
Okay.
You could do all different reds. Make it like a real poinsettia kind of quilt.
Cute.
Then you'd have to be really careful with all those edges.
Yeah. Okay. And for the backing, I just did 11. Actually, I did 12 and then trimmed it down, but 11 by 7. I did a double fold on the edge, sewed that on.
Okay.
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 And then put them right sides together, sewed them up.
So they're on the outside edge. And
Yep.
then
Sewed
turned it
all the
right
way
side out.
around, and then turned it right side out, and we had a pillow.
And bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
I love it.
Super cute.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
You're live tomorrow, don't you?
I do have live tomorrow.
Yay.
And we're going to do flange binding.
Yay, I'm excited.
It'll be super fun. It's a really fun way to finish quilts. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.